Good morning, everybody. Oh, I had so many ideas for today, and then I think I'm going to go back to my original idea of running the or running through what makes an effective Hydra team. Because I was going to change that, and then um, yes. Wow, lots of featured news today. Anyways, and we are in clan versus clan, so this is the time to start doing some extra stuff. But let's start it off with getting our clan boss rewards, and then we'll go into Hydra. How are we doing today? I don't mind getting the gems from there. Come on, give me something good here. There we go. Another sacred. Holy shnikes. Getting lucky. Void, which is beautiful. Can't complain about that. Holy shnikes. This will be a lower number today. Going up against magic, it tends to the blue affinity, whatever you want to call it. Reached the tournament limit, and we were just short of 400. Holy cow, that was a really good run. So let's see how we do here then. There we go. Can't complain about that. So, anyway, just running through those. I'm going to bring up Hydra, and I've got 3 different teams, and I'm going to explain them real quick. And this is my first team, but we'll go in because I have Hydra Hard, Hydra, and then Hydra Brutal. And to be honest with you, they're fairly interchangeable. My Hydra Brutal would probably do close to would do a lot more damage in normal than it does in Brutal. Brutal, it does about 100 and anywhere between 100 and 130 million damage. But these two guys pretty much do the same damage no matter what. So the thing that you're looking for on a team when you go through your teams is first off, I put Razzlevarg as my lead here. He is one of the main damage dealers. He does a ton of damage on this team, like a ton of damage, and he also increases speed. That's something that you absolutely need. I have Arbiter on this team. The reason I have Arbiter is Arbiter has the increase attack and helps out everybody. Arbiter does a great job of that. And Arbiter also increases the duration of all enemy buffs by 1, or decreases. That one I don't care about as much. It's this one here that puts the weaken out. The weaken is really important. Artak, pure damage dealer. He does the fire and then he ignites Maul. And that is just awesome. And Korra, she does a lot, believe it or not. She brings them back from the dead. but she also puts out shield and strengthen, which is great for your team. And then this here isn't a huge thing. It can decrease cooldowns. But once again, between Arbiter and Korra, we're decreasing cooldowns, which makes their stuff last shorter time, which is huge. And then Mithrala, which this is the main move here, is the Hex. So you're always getting Hex out there, increase defense, increase attack. Obviously her A1 is awesome, you know. Her A3 is awesome. It removes it cleans everybody up. So essentially what it boils down to, when I create my teams, I have a Hexer, I have 2 DPS, I have a Reviver, and I have a Buffer. Now, my Reviver and Buffers can be the same guy, or, you know, like in this case, I have 2 of them. But I also have one more that I forgot to mention, because I didn't scroll down to get him, is Sun Wukong, which is another DPS guy. So, we go through the hard team, it's the same thing. DPS, 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 speed, Hex, Reviver. Now, there's other things that happen. This is my best team by far because there's so much more going on in this team than anything else. Mariska is not a reviver. She's a cleanser. She does do a revive if she gets killed, but she doesn't ever get killed. But she does so much more than that. She also provides some DPS because it's an ally attack with her A1. And she also provides us with shield and strengthen, which is awesome. Newt, pure DPS, but weaken. Akrisia, DPS, but decreased defense. Mishinaki, he's everything. I mean, literally everything except for a reviver. He does everything. He puts out Hex on everybody. He puts out decreased defense and decreased attack on everybody. He puts out HP burn, and he gets a chance to do it again because of his passive. Mishinagi, freaking awesome. Python, cleanser and reviver. Estrid, speed control. So, now that you've seen all the teams, this is my best team by far. I'm just going to put on my Hydra hard. Do we do hard or do we do normal? Let's do normal. And let's, I think that's what the one that I'm on is on normal, right? Yeah. Normal. Let's put on our Hydra normal team. And we can see how they all work together, how they're cleansing each other, how they're taking care of each other. Every once in a while, I'll replace a guy. So like on my hard team, I get rid of Eric's and I replace her with the guy that prevents. That's a straight up counter to this dude. So that way I don't have to worry about freaking fear on anybody. But as you can see, we just cruise right along. We keep the stuff running. We are chucking away at all this. My team's staying fairly healthy. I am going to lose guys. I know that. It's the way that this team works. I can't help it. Oh, I forgot one other thing. You have to have a block buffs on your team. there's just no way around it. You have to have block buffs on all your team, because this asshole really makes life painful if you don't have block buffs out there. So, yeah, I forgot to mention that all 3 of my teams have a block buffer also. Most of my teams have 2 block buffers on them. So, I forgot about that. But as you can see here, we just racking up the points, doing what we can while we can. I know Ross counts at 17, 18, and I'm only at 3 million damage. My goal here is, to do right around 100 million. And that is pretty much what this team will do. By the end, this team will do about 100 million. That's my goal for all 3 of my teams, is 100 million. So that gives me 600 million total damage for my clan in the upcoming stuff. But here we can see that we got swallowed, and I shouldn't have to undo my auto. I should be able to just do it, and this is just going to chunk away and go away on its own. And he's going to vomit him right. Oh shit, he got that. Maybe I won't get vomited, and maybe I have to reset, because I got rid of my main damage dealer here. I mean, I still have 3 turns, so I'm going to be semi-okay. Two turns. Come on. I'm not going to get it in time. I'm going to have to reset this team. That's why you need the block buffs, to prevent that fucker from happening. But you can't, you just... Oh, we did get him out. Just in time, thank God. And so we can just let her rip. Yeah, those block buffs are definitely needed to keep that from happening. It also helps that you increase your resistance also. Every one of my guys, if you looked at their speed and everything else, I try to keep them at speed of a minimum of 220 and then focus on their highest attribute. Now, that's for the normal Hydra. On the hard one, I try to get up to boost it to 240. And then on the Nightmare, or not Nightmare, but the Brutal Hydra, I try to get it up to 260. And then for Nightmare, I try to get it over 300. So, I know it's rough. The resistances and the other stuff, I try to put resistance at 300, 350, 375, 400. But trying to mix together a resistance of 400 with a speed of 300, that's asking a lot, and still being able to have high attack, high accuracy, high other stats. My equipment level is not at that point yet. We're working on it. I'm actually starting to get really a lot more picky and picking better equipment, but I'm not at that level yet. So, you guys, we've kind of covered a real quick Hydra run through. That's what I do. That's how I get 100, 100, 100. I try to give you everything that I know of for Hydra. We can see the Hydra going in effect here. So I'll stop and talk to you guys later. Bye. We're going to adjust our camera just a tiny bit. Just a little higher. There we go. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.